Hey kids! So, welcome to another wonderful episode of The Rage with Levi. Now, last time I was a little bit more subdued, and I watched it back, and while I was editing, I was like, wow, you could have gotten a lot angrier, but you didn't. So, I decided to kind of make up for it with this wonderful episode. Today I want to be talking about the 5 types of college students and professors that annoy the
That is a cute face. Well, this is your warning to let you know that there is a lot of cussing ahead, so please get rid of small children. Also, if you have a problem with it, I need you to leave. So, bye!
fuck out of me. So, let's get started, shall we? Number 1 is essentially the perfect example of this girl that sits next to me in my business law class. Now, on any normal day, it's great. She's fine, she doesn't talk, she's not noisy, whatever. Any normal day has happened like once this semester, and it's because she was fucking absent. So, this girl that sits next to me, she decides that she's gonna eat every single day. And I mean, it's fine, it's like 11 o'clock for our class. It's perfectly okay if you wanna eat some food. It's great, I understand you're on a rush, you gotta get to school, and you missed breakfast. So I get it, it's fine. But if you could choose some less fucking noisy food, that would be fucking great. Because she eats so fucking loud that it hurts my ears every time I listen to her eat. So she can't bring well, there was one day she brought like yogurt and I was very excited. But most days she brings in things like apples, apple slices, Doritos, which Doritos at like 10:30 in the morning, like what the fuck are you doing with your life? Like what? Anyways, most days she'll bring in, really noisy snacks. Now, her most common noisy snack is gonna be Frosted Flakes. That shit gets on my fucking nerves at this point because she can't eat them like a normal person. She doesn't just, she brings a little Ziploc sandwich baggie of her Frosted Flakes and she comes into class with her stupid rolly bag. That's another part. But she takes out her Frosted Flakes and instead of her just yum, no. The first day she ate Frosted Flakes, she took the whole bag and dumped it down her throat. I was fine with that. That wasn't that bad. There was a little part of me that was like, that's sloppy. Like, ooh, girl, ew, what? And, I mean, it's fine. That part didn't irritate me. I just kind of giggled a little, and I looked at the people that sit behind her, and I was like, what is she doing? Like, why is she eating like this? What? But, nevertheless, then she started eating them really awkwardly. So essentially, when she comes in, she opens her little baggie of her little Ziploc baggie of her Frosted Flakes, and instead of her eating with her hands or dumping the bag down her throat, she takes the bag, opens the top big enough for her fucking mouth, and sticks it in there and laps up the Frosted Flakes with her tongue and her lips. She's eating like a fucking horse or a goat. One of those things. I don't fucking care. It is so obnoxious. And she can't chew quietly. She has to chew really noisily. I understand why she can't just eat food that isn't so fucking noisy because it fucking pisses me off and I want to punch her in her fucking face. So, nah. Then I found out the other day, this is just a little tidbit of information, but I found out the other day that the girl that eats food all the time is on food stamps. Now, this is not a read into the people who need food stamps. I get it, it's fine. If you need some government assistance because you want to eat, that's great, go for it. I don't have any qualms with that. My qualm is that I am paying for the fucking food that you were shoveling down your throat in a noisy fucking fashion, and I am paying for that. That is, I pay taxes, so I am paying for you to fucking eat Frosted Flakes in a noisy ass manner, and it is fucking irritating. Number 2 is going to be the kid that you hate. So the kid that you hate is the one that sits kind of in the front row, even though I sit in the front row, but he sits in the front row and he becomes the teacher's pet. And it's fine, everybody understands, teacher's pets are a thing, but this one is literally up my professor's ass. And I don't mean that in he's enjoying it up there. He has found himself a home up in that crevice of that Canadian economics professor. We'll get to him later. But he has found a little home in there, and he is just loving it. Because this kid is an economics major in my microeconomics class, which is only like the second economics class you have to take in the College of Business. He will ask our professor every single day, before the professor even gets to the front of the room, "Oh, how was your day? How was your day yesterday?" And like does this weird creepy smile. I get that this is extremely judgmental of me, but whatever. I'm pissy because he will not shut the fuck up. I cannot get him to shut up because he then asks questions that are like 6 levels above where we are in the class currently. So constantly, it's like, "So I hear what you're saying about, supply and demand, but what happens if you do it on like this level? Bitch, I'm not asking you to solve political climate of the US right now, okay? You can just shut the fuck up, and just sit there and listen and write your stupid little nerdy notes and talk about how you're gonna join the economics club. That's fine, talk about it with your friends." Nah. Number 3. So we're gonna go back to the girl that eats really noisily because she is just a bundle of fun. I feel like she's one of those people that I'm sure everybody does this. You know how you find one person that you just absolutely, everything they do, everything they wear, everything they look like, everything they talk about, just fucking gets on your goddamn nerves? You know what I'm talking about? She doesn't pay attention, ever. She never pays attention to lectures. Most of the time though, she is looking for a freelance bartending job where she can go and bartend for parties and things like that. Now, goddamn bitch, I hope you don't chew and eat food while you're at these events because they would fire you in an instant. I can make my own damn drinks. Get the fuck out because you're eating like a goat. Please, get out. That was back to number 1, but we're back to number 3 now. So the number 3, same girl, but different characteristic. She doesn't pay attention ever. Which I wouldn't have a problem with if she didn't have to start talking and bringing up suggestions and saying answers to things that she has no fucking idea what she's talking about. So, for example, a couple days ago we're going over the review. I kind of stopped paying attention, but all of a sudden the professor just said, "Hey, everybody read over number 7, it's kind of lengthy, so I want to make sure that everybody gets a good handle on what it says." So I'm like, oh crap, because then it gets real quiet in the room, everybody shuffles their papers around, and that's that instant when it's oh fuck, I need to be doing something. So I pulled out my syllabus paper and I'm looking at it, number 7, blah 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 blah, shipment contract. It has the word, "This is a shipment contract," in there, it says it. And then it goes on with the question. And then it's been 30 seconds at this point, so everybody's read the fucking question. And so he poses the question to the class, and he's just okay, so just right off the bat, what kind of contract are we dealing with? Delivery or shipment? And while the whole class is breathing in slowly so that they can say, "Shipment contract," that moment of, she fucking somehow said, "Delivery contract," in 2 seconds. I don't know how she did it, fucking demon, whatever, I don't give a shit. She just said it really quickly, and she was fucking wrong. Bitch, how are you gonna come to class every day, not fucking pay attention, and then you're gonna come in and you're gonna act like you know the answers to shit? No. Get the fuck out, you can't even read. How are you in business law? What the fuck is going on? Number 4 is going to be my current microeconomics professor. He is a fantastic example. So he comes into class every day. He walks in all snooty and Canadian, and I do mean actually from Canada. I'm not trying to be a euphemism and hide any racism. I'm not racist because I hate everybody, so it's fine. He's legit from Canada, Canadian, a boot, and he says homogenous, homogeneous, and I'm that's not, this is why you don't teach English. Oh, because you fucking suck. Before we can start the class lecture, he goes over what he did on the weekend. So he brings out pictures. He shows us pictures on the fucking projector of what he did this weekend. Most of the time it's him coaching his soccer team or whatever, which, great, you have a hobby, I'm proud of you. But it's just fucking annoying. Why are you trying to prove to us that you have a life And then he sits there and he's like, hopefully you guys all had some fun this weekend. And I'm like, bitch, you went to college. Did you have fun on the weekends, you dickhole? Because I work Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So I don't want to fucking hear it. You go off to like Brazil for the weekend. And I'm like, I gave people bread. Yay. So, fuck off with your stupid self-righteousness. His jeans don't fit, by the way. He wears like JNCOs. Practically like JNCOs. Like the full, like you have a circus tent on your leg. It's ridiculous. I don't know what kind of fucking Canadian fashion they have going on. There's rumor that he's gay from a bunch of my other students that sit behind me, but no gay man would ever wear those fucking pants. And get the fuck out. So he walks in and I'm like, oh, that's a nicer shirt than you normally wear. Good for you. I didn't say that, but I was thinking, well, I said it to the girl behind me, but I was thinking it. And between the time that he takes out his laptop and is working on it, and then gets the slide up about his friends and the fun he had this weekend going to some restaurant, I don't give a shit where you go. He talks about the slide, and I notice, all of a sudden, he has pit sweat going from like here to like here in a large circle. It took like 5 minutes to get like that. How the fuck are you sweating that much? Like, what? Enough about him, because he's fucking irritating. So, the last number 5 kind of person that I have met at school, in college, that irritates the absolute shit out of me, and this one I actually feel is the best, because it was my professor that I had for my e-commerce class last semester. The little course description made it seem like it was gonna be so much fun. Like, it talked about how we were gonna learn about like online trade, and how it was gonna talk about like, wait, online trade, and I'm not talking about Grindr here, kids. Gross. That was my number 1 class that I was most excited about going into the semester. My professor tells us on the first day that it is his 2nd time teaching this course. Okay, that's fine. I completely understand that they're adding new courses and they need professors to teach them. It's great. And then he goes on to tell us that he's like getting his master's in IT, and that like this course is designed to kind of like boost his skills in IT as well as becoming a more well-rounded individual. And I'm like, awesome. So he's going along, he's boopity-bopping along. The first couple of days, it was a lot of vocabulary, and I was like, okay, this is fine. It's just starting out this way. It's not gonna be this bad the whole time. Bitch, it was that bad, and worse, the whole fucking time. He didn't even know what the fuck he was talking about. When he got to coding, he could tell us stuff and he would teach us stuff, but we didn't need to know any of that for the test. So it's not like it fucking mattered. So he goes about teaching us this course, and half of the words he can't even fucking define. We had to buy the book because he couldn't tell us what the fuck they were, because he doesn't know. Because he doesn't have any fucking clue. You've taught this course before. How the fuck do you not know what you're teaching? Get out. Like, what are you doing? Anytime anything came up that he didn't know, he would just ask us to define it. He asked us to describe what Apple Pay was to the rest of the class. Nobody raised their goddamn hand, and I am fucking glad because it made him look like a moron. This course was fucking stupid. I mean, so they send us out surveys at the end of every semester that we can go in and rate how your class went and let them know everything. Let's just say that I gave a scathing review of him, and he doesn't work in the department anymore, so it's fine. I got my goal accomplished. He doesn't work there anymore. Yay! Granted, nope, I didn't learn shit, because every single test was like 300 vocabulary terms and like 50 questions. How the fuck you gonna do that? And most of the time, the questions like only went over 50 terms, but it was really more like 25 terms that they just repeated again. So it was fucking stupid, and one of his questions were always a gimme. It's not that I have a problem with that. I have a problem with that when you made me study 300 fucking terms for this damn test. You better put those 300 fucking terms on this test, you asshole. So I just wanted to get all that off my chest. I had a great day at school today, if you can't tell. But I love college. It's such an interesting experience. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate you taking your time out of your day. Because my day was fucking awesome, if you can't tell. I've been putting this video off for a little while because I just didn't feel like I was in the right mood, and I wasn't until today because that's how great my fucking day went. So, but make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. It is at Levi Tonic. Also check me out on Instagram and Twitter at Levi Tonic. And I can't wait to talk to you guys soon. Bye!